quiet evening, snow is falling, and from every window shines a light. Somewhere in the distance drums are calling, but no one heeds their call tonight. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas, oh Christmas, let your message once again ring true. As I walk through the streets of my old hometown, I hear sleigh bells ringing in the air. There are Christmas decorations all around. Tonight love and peace are everywhere. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas, oh Christmas, let your message once again ring true as
I hope you enjoyed this holiday montage tour of the RV. If you are really just here to look at the pretty decorations and you are headed out from here, thank you for watching. And please, if you liked this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you are sticking around for the rest of the video because you are interested in tips on making your RV more festive or decorating for different holidays, I have learned a couple of things this year, and I thought I would kind of give you a more detailed tour of the RV and show you what I just showed you, but talk about it and kind of tell you the tips that we have learned from this year in decorating the RV. This is our second year spending time during the holidays in the RV. Last year, we spent about 2 weeks in our old RV, which if you remember was very tiny, and we did very little decorating. We had a wreath on the front door and some little tiny stockings that we hung, and that was about it. And we were home to our sticks and bricks by Christmas last year, so we didn't have we weren't worried about decorating it a ton. But this year, this is home, and so we came up with a few cool ideas to add in holiday decor without it being too much. Because if you live in an RV or spend a lot of time in an RV, you will know that clutter is enemy number one. So in a house, you might have lots of horizontal surfaces to put up different decor. You don't have a ton of that in the RV. So let's take a walk through the RV and I will tell you about some of the things that we did to make it more festive without adding too much clutter. So if we start with the Christmas tree, this is absolutely crazy for an RV. I realize that, but it's just something that we really wanted to have. So the dinette that they had here, I don't remember the name of it. It's a new style that Keystone Cougars started putting in for their 2022 models, and maybe we had a defective one, I don't know, but it was absolutely horrible. So we were planning on taking it out anyways. So we took it out. And until we put a new one in, and we will put a new one in around the new year, a new dinette table, we decided to go ahead and just put the tree here. And it definitely does mean that, oh, someone's putting their stabilizers down in the next site over so you can hear their drill. I think they're done, but they might not be done. Anyways, so we definitely, this is a little bit extravagant. We realized that. we have just been eating on the couch or sitting and facing out from the dinettes. We do have a couple of TV trays we're borrowing from my mother-in-law. So that is a tip. We did not go out and buy TV trays. We don't need to figure out a way to store TV trays. We did a lot of borrowing this year. So we borrow TV trays. They're in Matt's office. And we've been kind of using those. And that gave us the luxury of having a tree. There's lots of giving and taking when you live in an RV. And we gave up the dinette in order to have a tree this year. So that is kind of the big thing that really makes it Christmassy in here that we really like. We put up these dried oranges that I dried last year. So I realized that a good tip is if you can get things up and onto walls or something, that really helps because these are not in our way whatsoever. We probably can even move the slide in and move the RV like this. We do have a couple of Christmas cards. It's still fairly early in the season, so we don't have a ton. I just put a little roll-up tape on the back of each of these, and then we are just kind of adding them up there as we get them, so we get to see them without them being in the way again. So over here in the kitchen area, you can really see a couple of my good tips. We have more oranges. We always have a towel hanging here. I've made us a handful, but this year I made us this holiday one. So I used a green and red and white yarn. I used a red towel. I got this little dog. I don't know if it's going to survive the wash. I might just have to get a green or red button, but it is definitely just a Christmas themed towel, which I swapped out for something that's always there. So it's not adding any clutter. The other big swap that I did was dishes. I borrowed a set of Christmas dishes from my mother. So it has 4 plates and they're just up here, not taking up, I mean, they are taking up vertical space because these are our regular plates, but they're not really taking up much more space. Then there are these soup bowls. And then over in the drinks, in the cup cabinet, we have 4 mugs. So they're really not adding a ton of space. We swapped out our other mugs for these mugs. And we are able to have more festive Christmas spirit just by the drying rack being out with our dishes on it. Over in this corner, it's not a very usable corner in general. It's just so far set back. So with the autumn time, we had autumn decorations back there. And then now it is Christmas and holiday time. So Hanukkah just ended earlier this week. So we have our menorah out that we're just leaving out for the rest of the season. A little scented candle, this little gingerbread house that we made, and then our nutcrackers and little deer, just some holiday decoration. And it definitely is countertop clutter. We will have to put it away if we do a drive day. We're not doing a drive day between now and Christmas though. But it definitely just adds a little holiday cheer back there in the corner where we wouldn't, like, it's not usable space anyways. And then another example of just swapping out what you already have with a Christmas themed item. There's a towel here. And then our big holiday purchase this year was this rug, which is so quirky and adorable, and I really like it. I'm not sure which window is shining on there, but anyways, that's just light reflecting from the window. It is so cute and quirky, and it's not like something I would ever normally buy, but I figured for the holidays it'd be really fun. We needed a rug here anyways, and we bought another rug, and it will be going out after the new year or after the holidays. But we got a deal if we bought a second rug. So we bought this rug also, which, you know, doesn't take up any extra space. It serves a purpose, but also has a holiday theme, which is kind of the theme. The theme for this holiday season is to, with the exception of the tree, disrupt life as little as humanly possible. Another example of just hanging things up high are these stockings. And yes, it does block those cabinets. So it does disrupt life just a little bit, but we don't get in there a ton anyways. That's more of a long-term storage location. So that stuff is up there. And then we have this little sign on the outside of Matt's office door, which I really like. If you subscribe, or if you come back next week, you will see a video where I made this. It was so easy. This is just, it was originally $13. It was 60% off at Joann's. And it's like an outdoor banner that you're supposed to hang outside on a little thing. But I just got a dowel, cut it down to size, got some string, tied it up there. And I did not, like, this is not glued or anything, it's just tied. So I can slip that off and then slide on a new themed banner anytime I want, which I might do because I really like that actually. We did not do a ton in Matt's office. Matt's office is a little bit of a landing zone right now of stuff. But we did put this tree back in here. So we put this little truck decor that my aunt made us a few years ago out. And then I put up this old, it's super old, little tiny, actually it's an American Girl doll tree from sometime in the early 2000s that I got when I was a child, and I've had it ever since. But we put it out so that when Matt has video calls, he can have that little tree in the background. And if he wants to have these doors shut and he's standing, because he often stands at his desk, there's those two little stockings hanging in the back. And so this, again, doesn't take up a ton of space at all. We don't really use this side of the cabinet much. I mean, our coats are over there, but other than that, this cabinet tends to stay pretty darn empty. So that was a cool place to put that. And then if he doesn't want it out where you can see it, it's just clean and put away. And then last but not least, the dogs are wearing their little Christmas sweaters. Actually, let's just be honest, mainly just for this video. They don't really wear them a ton, but they're wearing them for this video. I have a little Nutcracker throw pillow there. We don't normally have a pillow, but it's small enough it's not going to be bothersome or in the way. And then, I'll be honest, these might not stay. Over here I have the little nativity scene. On Matt's side, we have the three wise men and their camel. They honestly might not stay because we might start knocking them over and it might bother us. So I just put them here today. We're going to try them. And if they don't work, they'll go away, and that's fine. They'll come out a different time, a different year. So this is kind of, you know, breaking the rule of stay out of the way and don't be clutter. But I figured we would just kind of try it and see what happens. And then I am reading, actually I'm not reading it yet. I just purchased it yesterday, but I'm going to start reading the Nutcracker. So I have that beautiful book. I wanted to get a Christmas themed book to read, and I wanted it to be beautiful and kind of match the Christmas decor. So that's what that is. Teddy boy, are you snoring? Are you sleeping, buddy? And then I almost forgot, but we swapped out our normal, or actually not our normal, we swapped out our autumn floor mat. I have to get a normal one. We don't have one yet. We swapped out the autumn mat with this Merry Everything mat. So that's fun. And it also meets the rule of don't get in the way. So thank you so much for watching this tour of our Christmas RV, and I hope that some of the tips on how to decorate your RV for the holidays or your small space for the holidays were helpful. So basically, like, a recap is borrow what you can. If you can, like, we borrowed TV trays from my mother-in-law and Christmas dishes from my mom. So yeah, borrow what you can would be a big tip for RV life, because you don't want to have to store stuff that you purchase. And then the other one is try, Teddy's fussing. And then the other, Teddy, hush, buddy. And then my other big major tip, which is the hugest, biggest one, is try and swap things out for holiday themed items rather than just adding to what you have. So if you can take some stuff away to give the holiday decor out, that is going to go a long way in helping you keep things clean and manageable, and just to a point where you are not totally overwhelmed by too much Christmas or just too much junk. It'll ruin the holiday spirit if you're just feeling overwhelmed and surrounded by junk. So that is it for this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us a lot as we're trying to grow this channel. I really have some goals in the new year to get this channel to be a bigger channel. And so by liking it, and then also if you really like it, or if you want to come back and see more videos, subscribing also really helps this channel, and it means that you won't miss future videos. So if you are so inclined and you would like to do those two things, it would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. And again, thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments how you like to decorate, if you have a small space or an RV, or, you know, even if like you like to go crazy in your big house. That's so fun also. Just kind of let me know how, like, what Christmas, or what, not, I almost had to let me know which Christmas holiday you celebrate. Let me know if you celebrate Christmas or another holiday around this time of year. I know Christmas is the one that people go big on, but we, like you saw, our little menorah, Matt is half Jewish, so we try and include some Hanukkah into our season as well. So let me know which holiday this time of year you celebrate, if you celebrate any, and how you like to decorate it, because I would be really curious to know. And we will see you guys next week with kind of a behind the scenes of today and how I filmed today's video and what else I got up to today. So, because I'm also filming a homemaking for the holidays video that will go live next week, but I'm filming that today. So if you're curious about the behind the scenes of today, come back for that, and we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Today and not tomorrow.